HTC introduced its new Glass U series not long ago, and we already reviewed its flagship representative, the U Ultra. It is now time to move down market and inspect the HTC U Play, which comes with a more manageable display size, premium design, and 16MP cameras both front and back. In short, the U Play has everything we could expect out of a worthy mid-ranger these days, at least on paper. But how does it perform in practice? Let's dive in. Camera. Capable 16MP shooters are marred by some soft-looking imagery. There's an optically stabilized f/2.0 16MP camera with phase detection autofocus at the back of the U Play. Although its resolution is larger than the 12MP ultra-pixel shooter of the U Ultra, it has smaller 1 micrometer pixels, which tells us that it might have worse low-light performance, in theory at least. The selfie front camera is also a 16MP one that can snap wide panorama selfies of both you and your colleague. The front cam also has the so-called ultra-pixel mode that lowers the resolution, and apparently increases light sensitivity this way up to 4 times. The camera app interface is greatly simplified, with the most used modes and filters present with big fat buttons, and only a handful of settings hidden a menu deep. It does have a pro regime, though, where you get a full suite of manual controls, including preset shutter speeds. The HTC Zoe Photo Diary is another option to spice things up, while the phone offers an automatic HDR option that will measure the scene and choose whether to shoot in HDR or not. HDR shots takes a bit longer from shot to finish, though. As for the pictures, they don't have the usual warm, flashy colors some other phone makers go with, and thus look a bit closer to reality. They are not bland by any means, but most folks prefer their reality spiced up with oversaturated hues and higher contrast. The photos are exposed mostly accurately, especially if the HDR mode has been employed during the shot. They are often quite softish looking, though, in particular if there is less than ideal light amount splashing the scene, like on a cloudy day or indoors, where bright spots usually get overexposed, too. The selfie camera may soak in more light when it is in the ultra-pixel mode indeed, but that usually results in overexposure in daylight, so we'd stick with the 16MP resolution which returns decent selfies. The U Play maxes out at 1080p video with 30 FPS, and is optically stabilized, so your handshake gets compensated for well. The videos come out with enough detail, credible colors, and no artifacts, save for some rolling shutter. Exposure adjustments are rapid while panning around, and continuous autofocus works sufficiently quickly when moving between near and far objects.